Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today's video is all about wood, so let's jump right in. DIY number 1. I got this wood blank from Michaels and then these gorgeous IOD molds. I get all of my IOD stuff from My Victorian Heart. I will have her website link down below. And then I use the Alumilite Slow Set, don't let the name fool you, resin. So it does turn white when it's done. So you stir it up, you add it to your mold and do it quickly because it sets pretty quickly. So I took my Waverly Antique Green and I painted the tree and the little decorations. And then I used the Waverly Metallic paint in the color White Opal for the snowflakes and Crimson for the bow. Now, I'm just taking that antique green and I'm just going around the edge of the wood blank, and that's it. Then I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I wanted to make everything kind of sparkle a little. So I did show you I have some glitter, and I did get that from Michaels, and it's where they have the cups that you can, create your own cup kind of thing. The brand is called Spin It, I believe. So now that the edging is done, I'm just trying to get the placement for my picture that I am making. So once I decide where I want everything to go, I just want to make sure that the tree itself is centered in on this board. And then I'm just going to use some of the Gorilla Hot Glue and I'm going to attach everything to this board. And that's it for this one. I love this so much. I think it's so beautiful. Let me know what you guys think. So this video is part of the What Would You Make Open playlist. This is a monthly challenge and it is hosted by Connie from Connie's Woodshop and DIY and Brenda from Rustic and Lace. And this month, the guest host is May from Craft Away with May. I will have all of their channel links as well as the playlist in my description box down below. Once you're done with my video, head on down and check out the playlist. You're going to love it. Okay, DIY number 2. I got these little houses from Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance last year, so I got them for like $1.30. So I'm going to take all of the hardware off, and I did take my little finger sander and I sanded off as much of the wording as I could. So once I've got them apart and sanded down as best I can, I am going to take the crimson chalk paint and I'm going to go over one of these houses with that color. Then I'm going to take the antique green from Waverly and I am going to do the other 2 houses. Now I do end up having to do 3 coats because of the texture of the houses. And then I do go over it with a chippy brush and some of the Rust-Oleum linen white. And I do use the linen white for the letters that will spell out joy. And I also take some Mod Podge and some of that glitter to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. Now, I'm not a huge glitter fan, but Christmas definitely calls for glitter, in my opinion. So I put glitter on all 3 of the letters. While those are drying, I'm going to put the hardware back on to the houses. Now, once those are reattached, I'm going to take these letters. They are wooden letters, and I got them from Hobby Lobby, I believe. So I don't know if I said that already, but anyway, I am hot gluing those right to the front of the houses. Then I take this little pack of mini bows I got off of Amazon. They are linked in my storefront, which is in my description box down below. And I'm just going to add one to the top of each of the houses. And then I do take just some small little pieces of greenery that I had kind of laying around from the Dollar Tree, and I just add those to the bottom of the bows. And I don't know if you can hear, but that's my kitty purring. So sorry about the noise. And then that's it for these. I think this is so adorable. I can't wait to display it in my house. I love the fact that it's a shelf sitter and you can adjust the houses so that they stand on their own. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this one. So I wanted to let you know I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link if you're interested in supporting my channel that way. But either way, stop on by my social media and say hi. I would love to hear from all of you. DIY number 3. I have these doors I got from Hobby Lobby, and I used my linen white chalk paint and I gave them 2 coats. Now I have this rice paper I got from my Victorian Heart. It's huge and they're absolutely stunning. So I am just trying to cover that center panel of these doors. So I'm just trying to figure out what pieces I want to leave in and what pieces I'm okay with taking out because it's way too big for just the panel. But so now that I've got that all figured out, I am going to take my Mod Podge and I am going to add, each door is going to have a separate page. So this one has the deer and the other one has a bear. So I'm just taking one of those oral sponges. I got like a billion of them in one box from Amazon. Those are in my storefront as well. And I am just using that to add my Mod Podge. Now, typically, rice paper doesn't give me any bubbles. It's really, really good. But for some reason, this one did. No big deal. Just take one of your irons. It can be a house iron. It can be a mini press. It can be the big press from Cricut. So, and some parchment paper, and I'm just going over the entire thing just to iron out all of the bubbles. Make sure that it is dry before you go ahead and use the iron. And there you go. Wrinkles are gone. So now I'm taking the brushed metal paint from Folk Art. It is just the silver. It says brushed silver on it. So, and I am going to just go around the inside frame. I know I'm not explaining that good, but you'll see in just a second what I'm talking about. And sorry, I'm a little out of frame here, but these doors are pretty big. So, yeah, just bear with me. You will see where I'm painting in just a moment. So there you go. I do it on both doors and I give them 2 coats. Now I have this gorgeous ribbon I just got from Hobby Lobby. I paid 50% off, so $5. And I'm going to make 2 bows. So I'm taking the solid green will be longer than the one with the tree. I like to have them different lengths. So once I get them cut, I do end up making, like I said, 2. So I just line the ribbon up and cut 2 strips. Then I'm just going to make the awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the center, and tie it off with some jute. And then once I get them both done, I'm just going to dovetail the ends. And then if you've been here for a hot minute, you know I don't like my jute showing. So I am going to end up taking a piece of the solid green and I am going to wrap that. I fold it in thirds and then wrap it around the center and glue it in the back. And you'll see that momentarily. And there you go. You don't see the jute at all. Now I got these little branch things from Dollar Tree. They're just white. So I cut off the ends and I hot glued them right to the door. And then I used the bow to cover up where the 2 pieces meet. Then I am going to take the greenery right there with the white berries on them. And I was going to use 2 of those pieces, but they're too big and it just kind of looked weird. So I just used 1. I used some hot glue. I put hot glue on the stem and on the greenery, and I added 1 piece to each side of the bow, and I did this on both doors. And here they are. Look how stunning these came out. I absolutely love these pieces. I think they're so gorgeous. Now, they did come with hangers on the back, so I didn't have to add any kind of hanger, but you can also use them as just a, leaner on a table or something. But anyway, I think they're absolutely stunning. I am so in love with them. Let me know what you guys think of these. Okay, on to DIY number 4. Now, this one is probably my favorite just because of what it is. So I have this nativity scene I got from Hobby Lobby. It was on 50%, so I got it for $5. And then I have this wood blank that I got from Michael's. So once I get everything lined up the way that I want, I am using the Folk Art wood tint in walnut, and I am going to stain all of the nativity pieces. Now, in doing so, they're very close to the color of the wood blank, and that was perfect. That was very much intentional. So, yeah, I'm just going to stain them, as I just said. Now, once I got it covered, I just took a paper towel and I went over it to wipe off the excess. Now I am taking my Rust-Oleum in linen white, and I am just doing a fairly heavy dry brush on this board. Now, once that's done, I'm going to take my nativity pieces and I'm just going around the edge just to brighten them up. And I think they look absolutely gorgeous. I love this piece, in case I didn't tell you already. And I'll probably tell you another 15 times, but I love this piece. Now, once all of the pieces are done, I'm just trying to measure it out. I want the manger to be in the center of the picture. So, like I said, I'm just measuring it out. I want to make sure everything is lined up perfectly. Now, once I've got them all lined up the way I want them, I'm just going to take some wood glue and some hot glue, and I am going to attach all of the pieces to the board. Now, the board wasn't quite long enough for everything to fit, so I took the sheep and I glued him to the top of the shepherd, and then Mary and Joseph I glued to the top of the manger. So they are almost like 3D, if you will. They just kind of pop out a little bit. So now I'm taking these IOD transfers. Good gracious, I love these things so, so much. I think they're so beautiful, all of them. So once I find the pieces that I want to add to this gorgeous sign, I'm just cutting out the area that I want to use, and I will start adding it to the picture. So I'm just going to line it up on each corner, and once that's lined up the way I want it, just press it down, and then I'm going to take the little plastic scraper tool that comes with all of the transfers, and I'm just going to start rubbing and rubbing and rubbing until they come off onto my sign. And it's really not a difficult process. They're really, really good. And as long as you're patient and let your paint dry and don't put it on wax, those are two things that I learned recently. They're very easy and absolutely gorgeous. Now, once I get them on, I'm just going to take that scraper tool and I'm going to go in between the slats just to break the transfer. And then I take my finger sander and just go over the edges to take off any excess. And that's it for this one. How gorgeous is this sign? I absolutely love this piece. Now, Quick question, maybe you can comment down below and give me your opinion, but I was going to put some of that Spanish moss on the bottom to represent the hay. Let me know, should I do it or leave it as is? I want to thank Connie and Brenda and May for hosting this awesome playlist. I love this one so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. It lets YouTube know that you appreciate my content and they will push it out for others to enjoy as well. If you're new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you next time.